everybody, and welcome back to the Blu Ray Hunter. I'm the Blu Ray Hunter, Jonathan Moody, and we're gonna do an episode of my thoughts on. Let me put this a little closer. All right. We're gonna talk about my thoughts on special features and extras and things that I feel like are lacking a lot in you know, DVD, well, Blu-rays and 4Ks these days. DVDs were like, I don't know who started it. I'm guessing it was, Laserdisc started doing like commentaries and things like that, and then later it became DVDs and whatnot. But commentaries were like my favorite, and they still are. I just haven't really had the time to like listen to commentaries, but those are like my favorite because I love hearing the behind the scenes of how the movies got made, what goes through them, what happens. And I feel like that's a dying art. There are some filmmakers, like I know Quentin Tarantino's not a huge fan on doing commentaries, though. If you listen to his True Romance commentary, I mean, that's like a chef's kiss of commentary tracks. Probably one of my favorites. It's the one I go to and listen to when I just want to feel good about filmmaking and stuff. Um, but there are other filmmakers who don't like to do commentary tracks, don't like extra features, they don't care. They're like, you shouldn't be buying the movie for for the extra features. You should be buying the movie for the movie. And that's a bit true. I love buying movies for the movies, but I also love buying movies for the for everything, including the special features. So there are some companies that purchase movies and then they don't do any special features, and that's cheap, because usually you have to pay the people to do the commentary tracks, you have to pay the people to do the documentaries about them and the behind the scenes. Or if you're like an independent filmmaker like me, you just do it yourself anyway and don't pay people because that you don't need to. But like for the big movies that come out, like say somebody put out they put out the movie My Father the Hero. This is just an example, but like it would have been nice to have Steve Miner commentary track, and it could have explained a few things or kind of whatever. But I don't maybe I think it was like Mill Creek or one of those companies probably didn't do it because it's just cheaper just to put the movie out. You get the rights to the movie, you just put that out and you don't put any extras, and it's just simple. So anyway. I absolutely love commentary tracks. I love behind the scenes documentaries. I love short films that some people have put on their on their Blu-rays and DVDs. I just love it all. Like it is all my favorite. And so yeah. Um 100% special features, extras. There are companies like Criterion who will put at least a commentary track, if not other stuff, and then behind the scenes stuff, documentaries, things about the history about either the film or the stuff that's inside the film, things like that I feel like in a lot of like Sony releases or Paramount releases or Universal releases, they just put the movies out bare bones. um Another special feature that's not a special feature of the movie but is pretty cool is the reversible slip, well, not slip cover, but like, reversible sleeve that you have. And so, you know, there might be another, maybe a better poster that you get the chance to do, like the new poster or the old poster. Most of the time I put the old poster up because those are the ones I recognize. Um, so I love special features, but I'm always afraid now that a lot of companies will only put out maybe like a trailer and whatnot and put that as an extra feature. And I'm always sort of bummed out about that because I feel like, you know, they're just not doing it. Like they're just not putting out the right stuff out there. And there's so much, it's so, to me it's just so easy sometimes even just to get a film historian to go and talk about the movie. I mean, we kind of listen to some film historians, which we may not agree with or something, or we may not like what they have to say, but like at least do something like that. So Kino Lorber's really good at that. They have a lot of film historians, Scream Factory, Shout Factory, that those companies like that have great film historians and people. Criterion sometimes does. Sometimes they get the actual filmmakers if they're still alive, just depending on how old or new the movie is. And sometimes they'll just like re-release the old stuff. Another thing I'm kind of bummed about is sometimes when the rights, certain things, to go back to Criterion, they had the rights to Chasing Amy on DVD, but did not have the rights to it on Blu-ray. When they released the Blu-ray, they had a new commentary track. It was kind of cool to have a new commentary track, but they don't have the old stuff and everything, and all those features didn't get transferred over much. I think maybe the deleted scenes and intros did, but there were certain things that didn't, and there was a new documentary which I loved. So like there was good reason to buy that Blu-ray, but it would have been nice to have everything. So it would have been nice to have a Blu-ray from the Criterion, and I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't know how rights kind of work on these things. Maybe if they do like maybe a 4K of it or something, and they get the rights to the 4K, that would be awesome. I would love Chasing Amy on 4K. I love all the Kevin Smith movies. Maybe not Yoga Hosers, but I'd like most, if not all. I'd love to see a Blu-ray of Red State. Like that would make me happy. Um, aside from that, that's it. Like that's really my discussion on it. I'm just really kind of bummed out when you get a bare bones Blu-ray that just doesn't have much on it. I always recommend people, filmmakers or whatever, being really happy and excited and at least do a commentary track about your film. If you, especially if you're making something newer, I mean, there's no real excuse other than you don't want to. And maybe you don't want to, but maybe you should for your sake of your fans. So that's my opinion. Those are my thoughts on special features. But there are some people that do not like commentary. There's some people who do not like behind the scenes documentaries, short films, whatever. They don't want extra features. And maybe those are the people who care that just the movie. They just want the movie. And that's fine. I mean, like I said, most of the time that's all I watch. Um, but I'd rather own the movie and have special features than own the movie and not have anything and have just it be bare bones. Because, I whatever. So I would suggest most distributors at least put out commentary or short films or something, that's worth it. So anyway, those are my 2 cents on this stuff. So thank you for letting me talk to you guys, tell you guys what my thoughts are. Remember, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to try to do this once a week. It's really hard to come up with my thoughts on everything. I usually like to scour the YouTube and see what people are talking about and see if I can kind of put my 2 cents on certain situations, certain topics, and certain things. So I'll try, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys like this, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.